Today we're going to prepare a salmon steak. Very simple ingredients and a simple recipe to do right there in your own home. I'll walk through the ingredients we have here. Of course, we've got black pepper, kosher salt. Important to use kosher salt. This is what it looks like in the market. So this is the Morton brand. You use any of your favorite brands. We've got parsley, some butter, of course, lemons, and today we'll be using a side of asparagus, so I have some asparagus here, and of course a little white wine to make a really nice butter sauce after we do the fish. Like one of the chefs that I love always said, never cook with a wine that you wouldn't drink. So that's kind of an important part, and it really adds to the flavor intensity of the recipe. So we got some salmon steaks here we picked up in our local market. In the description, when we're talking about it, we're saying a portion size is normally about 150 grams. Since we like this dish really a lot, these are about 370 grams.
What? Oh my God!
So a little double on what it is on the recipe. But if you like fish, do a little bigger piece. Now what I'll do shortly is go over to my sink and wash these and dry them thoroughly. The important to a crispy golden brown fish is having a dry, very dry, well-washed, dried fish. Okay, we're going to stop there. I'm going to go over and get my fish ready. I'll wash them, dry them, and then I'll show you how I cut them and get them ready, and we'll get them on the stove and enjoy this recipe shortly. Okay, I'm back now. I've washed my fish. You can see here I put paper towels in between to dry up any moisture that's still on the fish. I'm going to continue to dry these. I got a paper towel down to get them thoroughly dried, which makes a golden brown crust on it. And then the first thing I'm going to do is make some slits in this to get this skin to really crisp up when we cook it. It's very important for that. And if you've not had crispy salmon skin, you're in for a treat. It's just like a little thin cracker. Now I'll take my kosher salt, and I'm telling you, I'm going to use a lot. You know, people are going to freak out. They're going to say, oh my God, how can you put so much salt on that fish? Well, that's the secret to making that skin very crispy. And again, kosher salt, when you're cooking with it, it does not continue to get saltier and saltier and saltier. If you use an iodine salt or some other salt, it'll do that. So I've got my salt on here, and I'm going to rub it around, get it down in those crevices, and then put a little more on there. And what the salt actually does, it draws that moisture out of that skin and makes it really crispy. Just like a steak. You season your steak, you want it dry when you put it in the pan. If not a steak, it turns out very gray, kind of like this steak today. And people will hate you, which means you're out as a cook. So you can't do that. You want a nice golden brown steak. You also want a nice golden brown, beautifully prepared salmon steak.
Enjoy.
Salmon's done, salad's ready, asparagus, mashed potatoes, and some good champagne. Enjoy. All right.
Now, that's a tasty. You like Papa salmon? I get a thumbs up. Here are a few tips for the pan-seared salmon. To get the best golden brown crust on your fish, you'll want to make sure the pan is very hot and the salmon fillets are patted dry before you add them to the pan. Let your salmon cook undisturbed for about 5 minutes. For the best results. I like to use wild salmon when possible, as it's more flavorful and has more nutrients than farmed salmon. Be sure not to overcook your fish. Your salmon is done when it is opaque and easily flakes. This typically takes about 5 minutes per side for the average size salmon fillet. Serve your salmon over rice, pasta, or mashed potatoes to soak up the delicious butter sauce. I will also add green vegetable on the side such as asparagus, broccoli, or zucchini. I will be serving mine today with pan-seared asparagus, mashed potatoes, and a Caesar salad. Enjoy.